ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Sandeep Pednikar, and you're watching One Universe, the talk show that fosters positivity through the promotion of love, peace, and harmony. And talking about love, peace, and harmony, we have a guest, Frances Walker McNeil, who has been with us before, but we are going to deep dive on her impact in the community. So, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, just as a refresher for our viewers, remind us what Mobile Homeless Ministry does.
Mobile Homeless Ministry is assists those that are experiencing homelessness.
Mhm.
We offer assistance with shelter, food, and clothes.
Shelter, food, and clothing. Okay, very nice.
Mhm.
And how do you find these people?
Well, we just I used to get phone calls, and somebody will say they said you can help me,
Mhm.
and so I would try to assist the person on the phone. I will refer them if they're trying to look for shelter. I will call the shelters that I partner with, and go from there. And then I always tell them if that don't work out, call me back.
So, how many shelters do you call?
Uh, Probably about 5 or 6 shelters I
5 or 6
partner with.
shelters.
Mhm.
Okay. And they are good enough to accommodate if they have a vacancy.
Yeah, if they have a vacancy, they will tell me. If they don't, I go down the list.
So, 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
What if all 6 do not have a vacancy?
Then I try to come up with another plan.
Like what?
Sometimes we may have to raise money for a hotel,
Okay.
because it's a process. Even if the shelter don't have an opening, it's a process. They have to do paperwork, and maybe in a few days they'll have an opening.
Okay. So at least for those few days, they have to
Mhm.
be put at a hotel or some other place.
Yes.
So now this is about housing. What about food?
Food, we get it from the mobile food pantry, or we get it from local churches.
Okay. And how good are they in providing food?
Very good.
Really, very good.
I have connections with a lot of local churches.
How nice.
Mhm.
And so there can be a challenge in finding a place to live, but would it be okay to say that there are not big challenges when it comes to providing food for the homeless?
No, it's not a real big problem.
Okay.
Not
All
when
right.
it comes to the food part.
Okay. So how do you manage that? I know you said that you reach out to churches.
Mm-hmm.
How many churches do you have?
It's about 3 churches that
That's it? Only three
that's
churches are.
yeah, but they supply a lot of food,
I
a
see.
lot of
So,
food,
okay.
and
So
not just a little
basically,
bit.
they have enough food in their pantry
Mm-hmm.
that they can provide a family
Mm-hmm.
for how many days?
Well, they maybe for a week or two.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
Week
that's
or two
good.
is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole lot of food for
It
a
is a
family.
lot of food.
Okay. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to clothing,
Mm-hmm.
I know that last time you had your
I had the
clothing,
clothes.
and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, we didn't talk about it
Mm-hmm.
before others. We could have it to
Mm-hmm.
show the clothing that you give homeless people,
Mm-hmm.
and not only homeless, but sometimes
Just
people
people just in need.
who need of
Mm-hmm.
clothing.
Right.
So, what kind of clothing is needed for everybody?
Everything, because sometimes they just come in with the clothes on their back,
And that's it.
and that's it.
So, what happens to whatever they had before?
They just walked off from it.
Why?
Sometimes it's an abusive relationship. Sometimes it's eviction, and they just leave without it.
That is
Mhm.
sad.
It is. Mhm.
So, I know that you are living this, you are
Mhm.
helping these people,
Mhm.
and for you, it's a day in and day out thing.
It is.
But we have viewers from other parts of the world,
Mhm.
and these people know that US is the most prosperous country on the face of this planet.
Mhm.
How can somebody be homeless
Right.
in the most prosperous nation on earth?
I know, but it's getting worse and worse
Oh,
every
it is
day.
getting worse.
It's not going to get any better unless they come up with some better solutions.
What do you think would be a better solution?
More shelters.
More housing, provide more
Mhm.
housing.
Mhm.
Okay. And
Mhm.
of course, we want to tell our viewers that we are working towards providing
Mhm.
housing for
Mhm.
lots and lots of people.
People.
And we are not talking about hundreds, we are talking about thousands.
Mhm.
So we are in the process of first raising funds for that, and that obviously goes in millions of dollars. So
Mhm.
whatever you can, we would like and love for you to help. We appeal to you
Mhm.
that we are in need of
Mhm.
funding.
Mhm.
It could be funding for food, of course, for clothing, but the major funding necessary is housing. And you can reach out to us at 901 849
Mhm.
deep. That's 849 3337. And of course,
Mhm.
for our viewers outside the country,
Mhm.
the country code for the US is 001. So that's 001 849
Mhm.
3337. And you can also write to us an email, or in fact, you can text to that number. But
Mhm.
if you want to email us, it is sgp97 at hotmail.com.
Mhm.
So, because you get calls,
Mhm.
I know that you are one single person, and
Right.
of course, you have lots of
I
volunteers,
have volunteers.
and you do not get paid for this,
No, nothing.
right?
Mhm.
And whatever you do comes from some donations and out of your pocket.
Right.
Some volunteers come and help you.
Mhm.
But what what is the number that you can give, and so that I just said thousands. The need for is thousand, but
Mhm.
you are one individual who is helping this population, and then there are so many other organizations also that are offering, and it is not enough.
Mhm.
But what are the number of calls that you receive on a weekly, daily basis?
Probably 7 to 10 calls a week.
7 to 10 calls a week. So
Mhm.
definitely one a day.
Mhm.
So the requirement would be somewhere close to at least 365 homeless people that need housing.
Mhm.
And it could be more
It
actually,
could be
because
more.
it could go to 10.
Mhm.
So with that, we are looking at providing housing. And I did say thousands because this number comes from the people that I work with, and I'm part of a sexual and domestic violence task force. And we talk about these numbers. It literally goes in thousands, and I am not giving you the number, the exact number, but it is in thousands, not
Mhm.
1,000 only, in
Mhm.
thousands. So the
Mhm.
need is dire, and we
Mhm.
definitely need help.
Mhm.
And people, wonderful people like Francis McNeil, go out of
Mhm.
their comfort zone, go out in the street looking for people who
Mhm.
are homeless. They talk, they stop.
Mhm.
Usually, ordinary common man, he doesn't want to stop, especially when he sees a homeless person, man,
Mhm.
woman, whatever, because he's scared. There is some fear. There is some um, preconceived notion about what a homeless person would be. In the US, of course, you might not see people walking on the streets unless it's a major city like New York, where
Mhm.
people walk on the streets even to go to work, and there'll be thousands of people walking. But
Mhm.
the rest of America, where it's not uh, an ordinary thing, everybody is in their own vehicles, or sometimes maybe even a bus, but you will not see people on the street. When you
Mhm.
see somebody, then the first thing is that, oh, that person is homeless.
Mhm.
So people don't stop, they
Mhm.
fear, they don't know what is going to happen, how that
Right.
person is going to treat them. So just to safeguard their families and
Mhm.
themselves,
Mhm.
they just drive past. And
Yeah.
then you see people, some panhandlers also.
Mhm.
But you go out of your way, you stop, you talk to them,
Mhm.
and you arrange for housing for them.
Yeah. You have to use discernment. You have to know when, to kind of step back, and,
Hmm.
and so you can't approach everybody. It's a way you approach them
Hmm.
because I kind of observe the situation. Can I walk up on this person like that? If it's going to be a problem, I might just pull up in my car, let the window down, and then if they seem comfortable with talking
Hmm.
to me, then I'll get out and try to see if I can help
Very nice. Very
them.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and thank you. But what I want to portray and convey to our viewers is your beautiful heart.
Thank you.
That you have a heart of going over and beyond. And it's not that you are a multimillionaire,
No, definitely
right?
not.
And you are also just living life day in and day out, and so are so many people. But to have that the heart to go out and helping people is something I admire and adore.
Thank you.
And that is the reason why we have you on our show. We love to promote good things that good people do, and you definitely are at the top of the list who goes out and does wonderful things for people you don't even know.
Right.
So apart from shelter, clothing, and food, what else is the need?
Well, like over the weekend, we did a pop up shop where they come and get clothes and shoes
Okay.
and toiletries. And I ran across quite a few people that were homeless. They told me they had this, the clothes, you could tell that they had worn them for a long time. And so we had clothes for people. And then just people in general that just need clothes. So we don't just, we assist the homeless, but we assist people that need assistance as well, because everybody that is not homeless don't mean that they don't need help.
Yeah.
They need coats, they need food, and so we didn't give out food, but we did give out clothes and toiletries like toothpaste, deodorant, all of that. So we were able to help a lot of people over the weekend with just that.
And I'm also grateful to the people who donate their clothes to give it to
Exactly, that
you,
is a
for you to give
blessing.
it to other people. So
Yes.
thanks also to them. If you're
Thank you so
watching,
much.
yes, yeah, please know that we are really grateful that you serve our community and do so much good for the community that we live in. So what else apart from that are the needs? So I know these are the things that you concentrate on. That's a very good thing, because you have a very good focus that this is what the need. There might be hundreds of other needs, but your focus is food, clothing, and shelter.
And shelter.
So and of course other small things like toiletries, and even you also help with diapers for babies.
Right, we do that as well. The last few weeks, I've been running across quite a few women that have small babies, and we had a lot of donations that came in. It just so happened they came in at the same time that the person needed help. Several people
Wow,
needed
it's
help.
like God sent.
Yeah, it's like God said, "Okay, I know you're going to need this," and so yeah,
Very
that
good.
was awesome.
So if somebody wanted to help and somebody wanted to send some clothing, some food, and toiletries, and also some money for your efforts, where could they call? So give your phone number.
Well, my phone number is 901-937-9756, and my Cash App is $FM capital advocate. That's it.
Okay, $FM advocate. Okay, thank you. So please make a note of that. Rewind if you would like, and you have the number and the Cash App account information. So please be nice, open your hearts, and also reach out to other people, because you will keep on giving, and that is good. But when you reach out to people and ask them to give, that would get even better.
Exactly.
So please reach out to other people and help Francis, help people in the community.
And I want to also say that we're going to help with congregational shelter. If you're not familiar with it, churches come together up under Room in the Inn under their umbrella, and we help shelter homeless people overnight. We're going to feed them dinner. We're going to help them, situate going into the shower area, their beds, and then in the morning we're going to serve breakfast. And then we're
and when is this?
This is going to start in November.
In November, is there a date?
The second Tuesday in November.
Second Tuesday in November.
So Mobile Homeless Ministry will do second and fourth Tuesday of every month until March.
Wow, see now you are
Mm-hmm.
going beyond the beyond, so that's
Mm-hmm.
very good. So,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers?
I need plenty of volunteers.
There you go,
I can't do
volunteers.
it.
If you have your heart,
Mm-hmm.
um, and hey, if you think that you just want to donate, please
Mm-hmm.
do that. And if you think that, hey, you know what, you are stranded for money,
Mm-hmm.
then hey, just come and volunteer. Even
Mm-hmm.
that would be a big help.
Mm-hmm.
That is very
That's so
correct.
true.
Again, please give out your number.
901 937 9756.
Okay, thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much.
Thank you
And
for
thank you
having
for
me.
coming on our show again. And maybe we will cover some of the events that you are doing. Maybe
Awesome.
we'll come to this event in November and cover that
Yes.
as well. And we will show people how the method that you are actually helping and the number of people that are being helped by you and the churches.
Okay. And let me give a shout out to Walgreens for always partnering with me on flu shots.
Oh,
They go
wow.
actually into the shelter with me and give flu shots.
Aw. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Walgreens. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you,
Thank you.
Miss McNeil. And we would like you to come on the show and promote all the good things that you are doing and other entities that are good, doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the other housing people that offer living for the needy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. And until next time, have a great time. And when you tune into our show, know that we are going to be talking about good things that are being done and need to be done in the society. If there is something that you would like to suggest of how we can go over and beyond, of how you would like to be part and parcel of this, please give us a call. The number is 001 901 849 3337. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. And thank you once again.
Thank you.